Here I finished the two parts, the front and the back. I have the one on top of each other, and here is the extra yarn that I left in each side. You see, when you put one on top of each other, the yarn stay one in each side, and that's for sewing the shoulder part. For mine, I sew until this front post, but for my daughter, I gonna sew it in between those two regular double crochet. I asked her, and she decided that she don't want a sleeves for hers. This is mine here, and look at with the sleeve how nice it look, and it's all done a crochet. What she want is like a vest, that I gonna sew here on the side a piece and leave all that open. That way she can have some little small sweaters underneath, a little long sleeve tops, and she will don't have long sleeve. She want it for school, and that will be more comfortable for her. But I'm gonna explain you every single detail. If you want a sleeve, every row, every stitches that you need to do for the sleeve. If you want to do yours with the sleeve, I still don't ask her if she want a color in hers, but if she don't, I will explain you exactly how I did mine. Okay, so let's go starting sewing that part in the top, and I will explain you every detail about making yours with long sleeves. You have the choice to make a long sleeve, short sleeve, or 3/4 of a sleeve. It's up to you the length that you want to give. I gave mine long sleeve all the way, and I did 7 rows of single crochet like I did here in the beginning. Okay. Here I'm gonna start sewing the shoulder, and this is, you see, in the back there, and I'm gonna find the corner here, and I'm gonna pass it through. I always pass it back like this in the corner because it's a little bit more pressure in there when we either do the sleeve or just leave it like that. Now try to match every stitch from one side with the stitch from the other side, because you have exactly the same amount of stitch in both sides. You see, now I have the one with the front post matched to the one in the front post in this side. Okay, try to sew it and not pull too tight your yarn, because otherwise will be a little bit wrinkle in there. Okay, now you're going to continue doing it all the way until here or here if you like. Remember, after I finish this, I'm going to show you how to do the sleeve. Okay, you will need the 2 markers for that part, and a measuring tape if you want, but you don't have to, because I will let you know exactly what you need to do. Remember, after you finish sewing, don't finish up with your yarn. You just leave it hanging. Try your piece on. If you like the size that you left the opening, and then you finish off the sewing. But if you like it bigger, you can undo some of the stitches. If you like it smaller, you can sew a few more. Okay. Here I left my 2 yarn hanging there. For when she come back from school, I will try it on. If the hole is big enough for her or too small, I will finish them off when she come back. That way I will try it on. Now, from here where you sew the 2 pieces together, you're gonna count 14 double crochet. These holes here are each a double crochet. You're gonna count 14 this way, and you're gonna put a marker. And from here, you're going to count 14 the other way, and you're going to put another marker. Now, you're going to do 22 single crochet from that marker to here. Okay? And from here, 22 until here. Try to have the 6 of them a little closer here, because those are the 6 that are going to be the braid right in the middle. And then that's the first row that I usually don't count that row. The second row gonna be a row of 44 double crochet. Okay, you're gonna go from your right hand to the left with, in the right side, with 44 single crochet. You come back through the back with 44 double crochet. And in the third row we're going to start with the design, and now we're going to grab the other sweater to show you the design. To do the sleeve, you're going to do exactly as you did the design for the body of the sweater. The only difference is that since you have 44 double crochet, you're going to start with the chain 3 to go up, and then you're going to do 2 more double crochet and 1 front post and 3 double crochet. Remember, in the body of the sweater, when we start with chain 3 and 1 double crochet and the front post. Well, in this one you're going to have 3 in between, and that's just in the beginning of each row and at the end. After you do your 3 double crochet, 1 front post and 3 double crochet, now you're going to do 2 front post, 1 regular double crochet in between, 2 front posts, and that's one of the cables. It's the same cables that we will be doing in the body. And after that you're going to do 2 regular double crochet, 1 front post double crochet, 2 regular double crochet, 2 back post double crochet, and 6 front post double crochet right in the middle. You see, this is the seam where I sew, and right in the middle I have those 6 3 and 3 double crochet in the front post. And then after that you're going to do the reverse. You're going to do the 2 back post, 2 regular double crochet, 1 front post, 2 regular double crochet, 2 front post, 1 regular crochet in between, and 2 front post. Now you're going to do 3 regular double crochet, 1 front post, and 3 double crochet. You're going to chain 3, and that chain 3 counts as the first double crochet, and you're going to turn around your work and you're going to do the reverse that you did in the body, the same thing, you know, working the front post as the front post and the back post as the back post. But remember, in the beginning you have to have 3 double crochet, 1 front post, and 3 double crochet, and the rest exactly the same as the body, and at the end 3 and 3. You're going to do that until the row 14, and is without counting the row of single crochet that we did at the beginning. I don't count that row. After row number 14 you're going to start a decrease. You're going to decrease from those 3 to 2. Okay, you're going to have 2 double crochet, 1 front post, 2 double crochet, and you continue with the design, you know, the 2 front post, 1 regular, 2 front post, 2 regular, 1 front post, 2 regular, 2 back post, 6 front post, and 2 back post, 2 regular, 1 front post, 2 regular, 2 front post, 1 regular, 2 front post, 2 regular, 1 front post, and 2 regular. You see, you decrease from these. You decrease those 4. 2 in one side in the beginning and 2 in the end. And when you finish row number 14, you're going to continue until you have 31 row. For mine I gave 31. You can give less to yours or more. Remember, you can do this short sleeve if you like. After my 31 row, I did 7 row of single crochet, and you see that get a little narrow to the end is because in row number 5 I decreased 5 stitches. Here is the beginning, and between the beginning here and this first cable I decreased 2 stitches, and right in the middle at the middle cable, this one of 6, I decreased another stitch, and I went to the other end, and here I decreased 1, and I decreased another one here. And then row 6 and 7 I just did 1 single crochet on top of each single crochet, and that's why you get the little narrow to the end of this part of the cuff of the sweater. It's very easy to do. If you have any question, just ask me and I will try to answer as quick as I can and try to do, my best. Remember, English is not my first language, so I will try to do my best with the help of my husband and my daughter to explain. They are my helpers. Okay, and like that you're gonna do the two sleeve. Okay, it's very easy because you're doing exactly the same cables that you did for the body, except that you're doing one of this cable, you see, one of that one, and one of the other one. You see, only 3 cables you're doing for the sleeve. I forgot to mention, when I finished doing my sleeve, I left a very long tail, and with that tail in each side of the sleeve, I sew my sleeve and the side the sweater all the way. Try to match every stitch to every stitch, and you will have a perfect fit in the side all the way to the end. You will have everything perfect that you don't want to see the seam pretty much once that you finish. Now I'm gonna explain what we're gonna do for the color, and I did this stitch. You can do any stitch you like. I don't did the cable stitch because once you do the cable stitch and you bring your color like that, you're gonna have the inside out. Okay, but I could have done it from the inside out, the cable, but I just decided to do this stitch that is nice and soft, and it's really, I love this stitch. Okay, now I'm gonna explain you how to do it. Now we're gonna start working with the color of the sweater. Here in the opening of mine, I did 68 double crochet. You can do more, you can do less. If you do more, your color will be loose. If you do less, it will be nice and tight and smaller. It's up to you how many stitches you give, as long as there are multiple of 2. Okay, after that, I'm gonna show you here in a small example. Let's pretend that this is the color and this is the right side of your sweater, and this is the right side of the color. Well, I'm gonna do exactly the same stitch that I did for a scarf, a hat, and a vest. I love that stitch. You're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and it's very easy. You do wrap your yarn around the hook. You grab the stitch that you do, the slip stitch, and go exactly in the same opening that you did it, and pass it through there, and that way it will be out in the same place that you have the 3 chains. Now you're gonna wrap your yarn again. You will have 4 in your hook. You're gonna skip the next space, the next double crochet, and you go to the next one and pass it through. You have 5 loops, and you pass it through those 5 loops. You're gonna close that stitch, and that closure there is the place that we're gonna be working in the next row. And you're gonna chain 1, okay? Because we skip 1 there, we're chaining 1 there to give it the same width. Okay, now you wrap your yarn around the hook, go back again, go here at the same place that you came out, and you have 3 in your hook. Wrap your yarn, skip the next one, and go to the next one and do exactly the same thing. Close that there and chain 1 like that. It's the stitch that I gave to my color. You can give any stitch you like. I did that for 6 rows. Okay, after the 6th row, I chain, because we're pretending this is the right side of the sweater and this is the inside, and the inside, this stitch gonna be looking different than the outside. And then when you finish, if you do this to your color, it will look totally different. Okay, and what I did 6 row like this. After my 6th row, I turn my work around and I work from the inside out, and that way, let me show you in my sweater the difference between the 2 stitches, or the same stitch but the inside and the outside. You see, from the here to here is look different. You see the difference. Somebody's here. I'm glad my husband is here. He can answer the door. From here to here is different than here, and then when you turn, you see, you color like this, you'll have the same stitch that you have here, you'll have in this side. Okay, I will explain you with more detail now. Okay, I'm gonna work in this all the way around, and I'll show you here what to do when you come to the end to continue working in the round. Here, when you get to this part, you're gonna do a double crochet, and you're gonna do a slip stitch at the top of the chain here. You're gonna chain 3, 1, 2, and 3, and you're gonna wrap your yarn around the hook. You go to the next stitch, and you pass it through. You have 3. Wrap your yarn. You have 4. Go to the next one, and you have 5, and pass it through all. Close that stitch and chain 1. You're gonna continue doing that. You see, passing through the same space. Go to the next one, and like that. Close that stitch and chain 1. You're gonna do that for 6 rows. Okay? After the 6th row, remember we're pretending this is the right side. After the 6th row, you chain 3, and we're gonna work from the inside out. That way, when you fold your color, you will see the same stitch, and you will go back here, bring it through out, go to the next one, bring it out, pass it through all, and close and chain 1, and like that, but the reverse. That way, when you turn around your color, you'll have the nice stitch both way. Okay, when you do this. Okay, I'm gonna continue later with my daughters. I'm gonna film that one too, how to close it, just in case you wanted to do it like hers. But I explain you every detail how to do the sweater like mine. I hope you understand the explanation. And well, when my daughter come back from school, I will finish her, and I will record how to finish that one like that, just in case you want to do either or. Okay? My daughter just came home and told me that she wants me to do the open for the color a little bigger, and what I do now is I'm gonna remove some of the stitch that I did. I'm gonna bring it to the stitch of the front post like that. That's why it's better not to finish. You work until you know where you're gonna end up with. Like that, I did both sides. Now I'm gonna finish them off and sew the two sides of the piece. Now I grab a piece of yarn, I put it in my tapestry needle. I'm gonna bring it here to the end of this side, leave that tail, come to the beginning of this one, and pass it through to the top like that. And now the two tails I'm gonna tie a double knot. That way they're nice and secure, and later I will lose those two tails. Now I'm gonna continue sewing. I will bring it to the top. That way I can sew it in a zigzag like this. You have to match every stitch with every stitch, and I'm gonna sew 6.5 inches here from the beginning to here, 6.5 inches, and both sides. And then I will ask my daughter to try it, and if she likes it like that, I will finish the sewing, and I will show you the end result. If I need more sewing, I will do more, and I'll let you know how much more she wanted me to sew. Remember, I already showed you how to do the one with the long sleeve, and this one don't have any sleeve at all. But if you like, you can make short sleeve to these ones. Just do last row, and that's it. Okay, I'm gonna continue doing this off camera until I finish with my 6.5 inches. Okay, you see, and matching every stitch to every stitch in both sides of my work. Well, this is the final result of the pieces that I made. Like you see, I only sewed them here 6.5 inches and look fantastic. I love the result. My daughter does too. Personally, I would love to have it close a little more, but it's up to you where you want to close it. Okay, if you want to do a sleeve, short sleeve, none, it's up to you. Give it your thumbs up if you like any of these two sweaters. Give it a try. It's very easy to make. And subscribe to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. And have a great day. Bye.